In a dusty attic, Emily discovered an ornate mirror with a frame carved like twisting vines. As she gazed into it, her reflection smiled back, but she hadn't. That night, whispers echoed in her room. Words she couldn't understand came from the mirror, chilling her to the bone. "Emily," it called, softly but persistently. Unable to resist, Emily touched the mirror's surface. It rippled like water, pulling her hand inside. She screamed as the room twisted and shifted into darkness. Inside the mirror, Emily stood in a shadowy realm where her reflection, now alive, laughed menacingly. "I've waited for someone like you," it hissed. The reflection lunged at her, but Emily remembered the inscription on the frame. "Only courage can break the spell," she screamed, smashing the mirror from inside. Back in the attic, Emily gasped awake. The mirror lay shattered, its whispers silenced. But as she turned to leave, her shadow on the wall smiled. Emily descended the attic stairs, her hands trembling. The shattered mirror remained behind, but the lingering unease followed her. Each creak of the floorboards felt like a whisper from the darkness. In her room, she noticed the shards of glass from the mirror had mysteriously appeared on her bedside table. They glimmered like tiny stars in the moonlight. Curiosity pulled her to piece the shards together. As they aligned, an image formed, a door surrounded by darkness. Whispers urged her. "Open it." Unable to resist, she whispered, "Where is it?" The shards began to hum, vibrating violently. A shadowy figure emerged, pointing to the corner of her room. The wall twisted and cracked, revealing the door from the reflection. Emily hesitated but stepped inside. Darkness engulfed her, and the whispers turned into laughter, her laughter. She found herself in a room identical to her own but eerily silent. On her bed lay her sleeping body, peaceful and still. The shadow leaned close, whispering, "Now it's my turn." The next morning, Emily's reflection in the bathroom mirror smiled. But it wasn't her smile. The whispers had found their new home. Days passed, and Emily avoided mirrors entirely. Yet, the reflection was always there, watching her in windows, puddles, even in her own shadow. One evening, she found an old diary in the attic. Its entries spoke of a curse tied to the mirror, a pact made long ago to trap restless souls. The final entry read, "Break the cycle, find the first shard. Only then can you reclaim yourself." But the shard was missing. That night, the whispers grew louder, beckoning her to the forest behind her house. She followed reluctantly, clutching the diary as the trees seemed to close in. At the forest's heart, she found a clearing with a stone altar. Atop it lay the shard, pulsating with an ominous red light. Her reflection stood nearby, waiting. Emily grabbed the shard and plunged it into her reflection. The doppelganger screamed, shattering into shards of light. But as the pieces faded, Emily felt her chest tighten. A piece of the mirror was still inside her. She returned home, but something felt off. Her reflection now matched her movements perfectly, but every time she blinked, smirked, the whispers had quieted. But deep inside, she felt them waiting,